Hey there, fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Grounded 2, Episode 2, Building a Basic Shelter and Heading Underground. Now, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to settle here. Being next to resource analyzing is just super convenient, so I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not saying that this is like the best possible place to settle, but it sure will be easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop scaffolding here, rotating it so it's like vaguely facing the ranger station and the resource analyzer, so that I can build stairs in this location leading straight to it. I could even potentially wall it up so that I have access to the inside. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the game doesn't really let you like claim indoor areas like that, so it's not like I can turn the ranger station into like my base, because that's just not a thing you can do. I also don't seem to have... I have clay ramps, but I don't have like regular ramps, so maybe for starters I'll make a clay ramp. That's fine. All right, let's clear the ground a bit. Oh, these are small ramps. Got it. In the first game, you got access to, like, stairs pretty early on. But I'll make do with, I wonder if these can be rotated. No, maybe not. Alright, so next up, we want, I feel like I'm missing a whole lot of stuff. You know what it probably is? I probably need to analyze, like, rope. Something akin to that. Alright, let's go to the quick menu. Do crude rope. And, nope, I don't need crude rope. I could check the science shop. That's probably what it is. Good call, glitch. Let's go over here. So multi-story bases have these stairs. Got it. So I would need 1,000 for that. I think that's worth it. So I think what I'm going to do is work on some of the ranger challenges real quick. So roasting spit, lean-to, and cook bug meat, and that should unlock the stairs for me. It was a locked blueprint. That'll work. So roasting spit. And because things can be relocated, building it here is totally fine. We'll also do the lean-to. So I'll need 1 clover leaf and 3 dry grass. Dry grass has a slightly different color than the fresh, like, watered grass. I don't see a lot of dry grass around me. And then, of course, we need clovers, too. There are clovers over there. That will work. And then we are looking for dry grass. So we go to grass chunks. That's what we're looking for. Man, they've watered this park too well. Not a lot of dry grass opportunities. Luckily, unlike the fresh grass, dry grass is a lot easier to transport. I can also just level up my science level by collecting raw science that are found on the wild. That works too. Oh. You are larva. Don't want to get in a fight with you. Oh, here we go. Here's some dry grass. Perfect. Hey, David. Thank you for the resub. Okay. Where's my marker? Oh, there. It's that way. Oh, we got lawn mites. So the other thing I should do is start analyzing all the bugs. Like I said. Of course, they hopped out of my llama set. There we go.
3 points for Team Hoops.
Perfect. Alright, I'm setting this as my spawn point, but I'm not going to sleep. And then here, I am going to cook a bunch of the weevil meat that I have. Keep in mind that I'm not the only one that wants to eat my weevil meat. So, like, the other critters here are going to try to take my stuff. Just worth knowing that, like, they will absolutely thieve from you. Alright, there we go. Nut roast. I'm also quite thirsty, but it's the right time of night.
Doesn't beat Grandma's recipe, but
for dew to build up. So here we go. Slurp.
Gotta hydrate to dominate.
You can see all the water everywhere. Water is pretty easy to find. What is this? You know what? Just recycle it. I don't know why it thinks it's supporting something. Alright, so at this point, I should probably have enough science for the multi-story base. Which I think is a pretty worthy blueprint to unlock. Yeah, plenty. So, done. And that gives me the grass floor blueprint, as well as the stairs, which is the two that I needed most. So, let's go ahead, scaffold right here, to make it really easy to analyze our resources. Then drop some grass stairs here.
Oh, we're on, girl.
I feel like there was a lot more grass planks. Oh, yeah, here they are. And now we can start living on this above ground, which has us get left alone a lot more than being on a base level. So this is mostly for like security, so they don't have to armor up all my walls. We can just live on a platform for now. That doesn't necessarily protect me from things that like fly or whatever, but it will be doing. It will put a lot of work in. Especially if I put a door there, and that would allow me to get mostly left alone. So here, door frame, grass door. Perfect. And this thing needs a crude rope, as well as another weed stem. And I'm just looking at all the other things that I can make, because I did unlock a whole lot of blueprints, and we'll, Ooh, you know what? Maybe I will... No, I don't need a sturdy shell. Perfect. Yeah, a giant list of new buildables. Alright, so 3 grass planks and a weed stem. Got the weed stem here. Now, eventually, the base will have walls, but initially, like, I'm building in basically the tutorial area, so I don't think it's going to have a lot of big dangers. That's at least the concept. So, it should be relatively safe to have an unguarded base here. The game's not going to ramp to 11 that quickly. Bycar, thank you for the sub. And David, thank you, thank you. So once we have this set up, come on, fall, there we go. I'll start moving in, so to speak. Putting my things on the platform rather than on the ground. If you hold left control, it snaps to grid. You can fit a lot more in the game if you don't snap to grid, though. So there is a bit of an advantage not doing that. But it does look messier. What am I... Oh. That was separate. And what I'm planning on doing is just getting some basic storage once a few more of the platforms are done, so that I can empty my inventory, because a completely full inventory is going to be a bit of a problem while I'm exploring and obtaining new resources to analyze.
Gotta hydrate to dominate.
So I think this 2x3... There we go. So if you're wondering, the lawn mite can probably reach me, but I think, I mean, they don't really pose that much of a threat in the scheme of things. Not like a wolf spider or an orb weaver or something like that. That'd be a little bit more dangerous. All right. So, new things to build. Let's go ahead. As much as I would like the storage chests, because they're much larger than the storage baskets, I think for now, because I don't necessarily know where acorn shells can be easily found and it is nighttime, I'm not going to bother with those. What I will do is a plank and stem pallet. But I don't necessarily need them. I can put them underneath my base, because I don't need constant access to them. So it's relatively reasonable to have them not take up precious floor space. And the way this works is you can deposit stacks of this stuff down and have access to it while you're building. It basically grants you sphere of influence access. And I'll do the same thing for the weed stems. So here's a weed stem pallet. And for this I need 4 rope, 1 sprig, 1 pebblet. Okay. There's the rope. Pebblet. Sprig. Good. And to show you what this does, if I go to build a grass floor, I can now build with the materials that are stored down there. So I don't, you know, need to run around or anything. Going collecting it, etc. All right. So the last thing before I start searching for Sloane's destination is to get some basic storage in. And I'll be upgrading the storage, like, pretty soon, so that it's more efficient and compressed. Also, I think my torch is burned out, so I need another sprig for that. So, time to wander around for a sprig. Here we go. It's also convenient that I can just hop up. So, crude ropes. And crude ropes is just general plant fiber. So the roots of the grass that I cut down are plant fiber, and then plant fiber is found everywhere. It's pretty easy to find plant fiber. Shan't be much of an issue. Alright, when you open up a storage basket, if you put something in it, and then look at it and hold E, it puts all similar things in it as well. So this could be like food basket. And I have my food in there, which also would be like acorn bits, mushrooms. Yeah. Technically, well, no, this is more like healing than food. And then this is like cooked food that I'm going to hold on to. Alright, so one more crude rope. Got it. Well, that sounds scary. Whatever that noise was. Eventually I'll have specialized storage, but I'm just going to call this general storage. And anything I don't need to be carrying on me at this moment, I will put away. Now, if you look at your storage, it will also tell you whether things are analyzed or not, I think. And you can make the stuff in here not eligible for a, for like, you know, hot deposit. Man, it looks like everything I have on me has actually been analyzed. So let's go put this away again. Perfect. Alright, in-game, it is 5 in the morning, so I'm not going to bother sleeping. Because it will be daytime pretty soon.
Salt and chili oil.
So instead, let's go and move. I'll need to rebuild the workbench, because I did recycle mine. So 4 sprigs. And then I probably want to get a canteen. Midday, there's not going to be a lot to do. But in the mornings, like right now, there should be a lot of dew on the grass, and stockpiling up our water right now would be a good idea. So a canteen needs 2 ropes. And grub hide, and I already have the grub hide. Alright. Canteen is done. And now canteen is my 2 slot. And the first dew I'm gonna slurp because I'm thirsty. Oh no, I actually put it in my pouch. So let's collect a little bit of dew. You can also right click or left click with the canteen to like bash grass, which helps to just knock the dew free. Scoop. So now I have a little extra cooked food and water on me. Fresh water, not nasty water. So the puddle water is not like, you can drink it in a pinch, but like, it's a little gross. Ain't so good for you. Maybe I lost my opportunity to collect easy dew. But that's fine. Current priority is to follow Sloane's coordinates. Edge of the cords. So if we take a look, she wants us to go to an objective over yonder. There's one other thing that I might want to consider making before I go, though, which is the shield. Yeah, let's do this first. The weevil shield. I think that's going to help a lot before I go. So we want weevils. The rope, the weevil meat, and the grub hide. So we need to find a place where they are creepy crawling around on the ground. Rude. I also see another acorn, so I want to go over there too. Because there's a lot you can make with acorns, like proper larger storage or armor or, you know, so on and so forth. It's a pretty long list. And apparently, harvesting 2 acorn shells was a science achievement. So I got smarter. Where am I exactly? Alright. Looking around for grubs. Oh!
Gotcha. 3 points for Team Hoops.
That is a orb weaver. I am not ready to take on an enemy of that caliber, even though it is a junior. And then we also just found the south entrance of a ant hill hatchery.
Do ants ever get tired of doing ant
These
stuff?
red ants are like generally
I'd like to
pretty
meet one that
docile
just
unless you
up
start
and
messing with
quit.
them, but the soldiers not so much. So be careful around ants, because if you piss them off, you're asking for trouble. Oh, that's rough, dude. Rotten food, ropes, a dead employee. That's a lot for a little kid to find. That's what you get when you screw up science. So a reminder about the basis of the story. There was like an explosion. I shrunk. Burgle's head got ripped off, and a bunch of the Omniant team were like killed, according to Sloan. Whether that's true or not, you know, who knows. All right. Well, let's get the Weevil meat. I sort of expected there to be grubs around here, but surprisingly, I don't see them crawling around. They might not be active at this day. Yeah, not just skeletons anymore. They went. Oh, here we go. They went with corpses. Indeed, it's a bit more grim. I'm not here for you. Go away. No, stop it. There we are. Ooh, kill 5 grubs with science. Perform a perfect block. So perfect block is like a parry right as they attack, you block. And that's going to be a little easier to do with a shield, I think. Oh, nope, don't do that. Alright, Weevil shield, crafted. And we'll put that in a weak hand. And then, maybe getting a trinket? I'll craft a nifty needle. Not that we have a bow yet, but I'll just put that in my trinket slot. So we also have a weevil nose, and that's unanalyzed, so I should analyze that. And the acorn top is also unanalyzed. I think the rotten food? Oh, it can be a fertilizer. Nice! Invalid 1013 game status effects. Perfect. That's what I wanted for Christmas. I'm so glad the game knew. So acorn tops. A face mask, a sap catcher, a spinning wheel, which is going to be pretty important, and an acorn fence. And then the weevil nose should be a gas mask, I'm going to guess. Yes, gas mask. Some things from the first game have not changed. And then also we gained unlock level 3, giving me a crimson saber, a bunch of like fake samurai stuff, a smoothie station, which is great, and green machine. So we have a lot of like base building potential here, which is awesome. I also do not have space for putting more of my stuff away. So before I leave, and I know you were like, hey, he's finally going to go somewhere. I need to cut down some more clovers because my inventory is yet full again. So, where is Cloverfield? Eventually I'll get my, like, bearings and... Yeah, there's clovers right over here. And know, like, where the closest resources are. So stuff that I don't need to hold on to, all getting deposited. Perfect. Now to the coordinates, finally. Resource analyzers to unlock more crafting recipes. Yep, known. Copy that. Oh, the other thing I want to do is my shield. I want to bind on 4 so I can swap between the shield and the torch quickly. That way, if there's something dangerous in here, I can actually block. Plus, you can... Okay. Hypothetically, you can throw your torch. Oh, we've got ant eggs. Which, they are not happy that I picked up. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. So we've got science and whatever that thing is. Locked behind dead root. The game has like a reputation system, if you will, where if you keep attacking the same types of enemies, they get less tolerant of your existence and eventually get pretty pissed. Just to let you know. So if I did go aggroing a whole bunch of red ants, eventually they'll be a lot more hostile to me. So use that information accordingly. Investigate the snack bar anthill. Oh, that's a dead person.
Well,
Let me bring this bad boy into the light.
But we did find our missing staff. Maybe they got an idle part somewhere?
Ouch. That hurt. That was a perfect block. I know it's dark, but he's kind of pushing me out of the light. There we go. Down he goes. Ant parts and mandibles and acid glands. There's buried treasure here. I'm all about it. With a snack bar, turbo optical disc, and a token, which increases ant damage, but lowers my resist. So that's a new trinket. A scientist. New Omni-Tool shovel upgrade. So this gives me a shovel upgrade, and then subterranean subterfuge.
Listen, I am dead tired. I'm dead tired of credit being taken for my work. All these backstabbers in the taming program. It's like they don't even care if we succeed in riding insects. They're hiding the eggs so they can steal my hatchery design. Oh, I know it. Well, I can hide my work too. Nobody would think to look here.
All right. So we found one of the staff that Sloane asked us to go find. Unfortunately, she was not alive. Or she, because that was her voice. So she was not alive. Just looking for grubs. And there was a cave there, noted. So let's get back and insert the snack bar turbo optical disc into the terminal and figure what that's all about.
Doesn't beat Grandma's recipe, but it's close.
Ooh, some more dew. Got it.
Gotta hydrate to dominate.
All right. Home sweet home. Put away our junk. Some of this can, I'm sure, be analyzed. The exclamation mark stuff. So we're going to want to do that. So the mandibles gives us workers' comp, which is a smoothie, and then a wall mount and a stuffed ant. The acid gland gives us bug rubber and acid. The red ant part gives us a stuffed ant. And the slime mold stock gives us torches and sconces. Okie dokie.
Hominin is a mess, but there's some gems in the mess.
Indicated on your map are other locations that the optical disc contain lost data. So if we open up the map here, we can see that there are lost discs here. And I'm sure at some point we'll be tasked to go collect them. It's also worth noting that, like, the game has a difficulty ramp, so generally wandering too far away from the starting location without good gear will get you killed real fast. It gets harder the further out you get. Additionally, if we take a look at the science shop, there is something called the hatchery, which allows you to hatch your own eggs. And then there's like cooking and a sign for a buggy, so on and so forth. In terms of the tool upgrades, we don't have access to any of them at the moment. Although if I did get a little clay, we would be able to get the Omni Wrench. I just don't have the clay on me right now. Interestingly, one of my storages apparently are like within... Oh no, never mind. That's my backpack.
Gosh, I thought you might be dead. Have you made contact with our missing researcher?
I found a body in an anthill.
That is so awful. Oh gosh, I will make arrangements with our funerary services.
Omniant has funerary services?
Thank you for letting me know. But let's not dwell on it too much.
Sorry to the family and such.
I saw you recovered data from our domestication program.
You're what now?
Listen, I won't bore you with the details, but we ran experiments on insect taming.
In the park?
The installations were set up right near the onboarding facility inside an anthill. In case you'd like to visit.
That might come in handy.
With your help, we might be able to complete this research.
Have you found Burgle's head?
I'm sorry, nothing so far. Why not test this new domestication method in the meantime?
All right.
That's the spirit. Now let's get started.
What do I do?
First, you'll have to get this new blueprint from the ranger shop at the terminal.
It has an employee store?
Oh yeah, employees exchange raw science for fun stuff. It's like a game that everybody wins.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, see you later. Buy the hatchery blueprint at the ranger station.
Hatching my own insect and riding it around? We would be a killing machine.
Yeah, we would. And the next thing I want to do is build a hatchery. So hatchery costs acorn tops, weed stems, acorn shells, and mite fuzz. Got it. I'm also going to build a trail marker. I'll just put it here. And this will tell me where home is at all times. So home. And now on my mini-map, on my map, I'll always know where home is without having to, like, mark locations, you know, with my map like that. Alright, hatcheries are rather big. I'll stuff it there. And I had everything I needed except for the weed stems. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and put away some of these ant eggs. And ant parts. Weird to put eggs in my egg basket, but, well, whatever. And now my inventory is nice and organized. I'll even put the token away. Alright, weed stems. Nearest weeds. Right over here. That's dandelions. That will do. Cheers. And there we go. The hatchery for a red soldier ant buggy. I would need a red soldier ant egg, which I have 0 of, sprigs, acorn shells, and it takes 12 hours to hatch. Find a red soldier ant egg. Before I do that, I'm gonna guess that's gonna get me in trouble with the ants. So it might be a good idea for me to armor up a bit more. Because right now I'm wearing a clover hood, which is like light armor, if you will. And if I wore like an acorn face mask, I would have more health. Or an ant helmet. In fact, that would be really nice. Ant arm guards would be really nice. So on and so forth. So I might want to get better gear before I try that. But we do know that there is a... Well, how about this? I can always run away. I do have durability. My durability on my aphid slippers are fine. So what I can do is... attempt to go in and see if I can't just like quickly steal an egg, and if it gets sketchy, I can always run instead of fight. That don't look right. Thank you for tuning in to Grounded 2, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.